there, this is Jessica from Safer Crypto Investing, and I'm here today to make a quick video about what I was thinking about last week, whether I should use Nexo or Celsius Network to stash my crypto that I want to save right now. What are some of the considerations, and how to open an account and move money and all that. I made this lovely video yesterday and the computer ate it. So I have screenshots to look at today. I am not going to go through live video of me opening an account. After all, it was kind of boring. There was a lot of waiting. The deal is I have $1,000 worth of Ethereum sitting in my Kraken account. And I don't know if you've noticed, but Ethereum seems to be a pretty good coin to hang on to for the long term. There's rumors it's like if Bitcoin is the king of cryptocurrencies, Ethereum's like the queen. And if you want to kind of hedge your bets and you don't know if Bitcoin is going to last forever, it makes sense to buy some cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin. There are those who are completely only believe in Bitcoin and will tell you that you need to buy Bitcoin and only Bitcoin and hold on forever. And I am not one of those people. I think Bitcoin could be amazing and it could be hyped and crash to nothing. And there's just no way to tell right now. So as a smart and safer crypto investor, I want to be hedging my bets and possibly buying more than one coin and saving them for a while. But the other thing is, it's very nice to buy one Ethereum coin. Okay, great. But there are places online where you can actually stick that one Ethereum coin and have it earn interest in the same coin. So that if your one Ethereum coin earns 5.75% a year, especially if that is compounding daily, you now have more than one Ethereum coin at the end of the year than you had at the beginning of the year. And if Ethereum over time is going up, having it contribute interest to that one investment you made of that one coin every day makes a lot of sense to me, because at the end of the year, it's almost like dollar cost averaging. Except instead of buying a certain amount of Ethereum every day, I am just letting the Ethereum I bought already earn me a little bit of Ethereum every day at every price. I kind of like this idea. So I wanted to put Ethereum in Nexo or in Celsius or in one of the other crypto bank-like platforms. Trouble is, Ethereum, if you move it, has major gas fees. And gas fees are the fees you pay to have the transaction recorded. Somehow when the Ethereum network was set up, it was okay at the beginning, but right now it's averaging $80 to $120 minimum to move anything related to Ethereum on the Ethereum network. Which is actually, I hear, why a whole bunch of other coins have popped up with much lower trading and moving costs. Some of the cheapest ones I've seen are Nano and Litecoin. In any case, the Ethereum I have is sitting in my Kraken account. And if I move it from Kraken, I will have to pay a withdrawal fee, which is like 0.005 Ethereum, something pretty small. So the last time I moved Ethereum, it was like $12 for that fee. But then I had to pay a gas fee on top of that. And I'm sitting here thinking about this. I have $1,000 of Ethereum. If I want to move it as Ethereum and I have to pay a gas fee of $100, now I only have $900 in the account. And if it's only earning 4% at Nexo or 5.75% at Celsius, then by my calculations, it will take over 2 years to earn back the money that I spent on the gas fee. And this doesn't make any sense to me. I have a mentor who says, oh, don't mind the fees. It's part of doing business. But the thing is, when you only have $1,000 and you lose a tenth of it to a gas fee, I think that's something to be concerned about. So I've been puzzling over this, and this is why I made the video last week about the different crypto savings platforms that you can get involved with. And I looked at Nexo, which I already have access to. I looked at Voyager, which requires a minimum deposit of Ethereum, and actually my $1,000 of Ethereum does not meet the minimum, so that's kind of out. I looked at Abra. Abra's rates of interest are lower than the other three. And then I looked at Celsius Network and I thought, hey, I'll do it at Celsius Network. So I was thinking I was going to move it to Celsius. However, I don't want to pay the gas fee. So a way around the gas fee is to take your money and turn it into something else while you move it, and then turn it back into the Ethereum so that you save money on the gas fees. I looked at doing this for Celsius, and the problem is Celsius doesn't have a swap available for US customers yet. So if I want to get Ethereum into Celsius, I have to pay a gas fee. Or I have to research this a little bit, but it might be possible to use one of my 10 free withdrawals a month from Gemini, buy some Ethereum in Gemini, and then transfer it to Celsius. But if I want to go from my account in Kraken, I cannot do that unless I pay a gas fee. So Celsius is out because 5.75% is never going to make up for the money lost in gas fees. So I am putting my money in Nexo, as it turns out. But I am not moving it as Ethereum because that would be a heavy gas fee. I am going to turn it into another coin and move that. And then Nexo does have a swapping function. So if I get it into Nexo, supposedly there's no commission fees on swapping it in Nexo. So I pay a small moving fee to get the money to Nexo, turn it back into Ethereum, and then I'm good to go. And I can even put it in a fixed rate 1 month term at Nexo, and I will earn an extra % of interest. So I can actually earn 5% interest on my Ethereum if I want to lock it up for a month. Which at this point, I don't have anything better to do, so I think I will do that. So I made all these decisions, and I actually wanted to take you through the whole process, so I was going to show you everything that I did. Then the computer ate my video recording, so I can't show you what I did. It was very fascinating watching me swap money from Ethereum into Litecoin. So when you want to move money to a new platform, you have to make sure that the new platform actually has that coin. So I figured out they do have Litecoin, which is one of the cheaper coins to move. Moving fees are 0.002 Litecoins. So actually here is a screenshot of me after I moved my money. A couple of things I want you to notice. Okay, so I had to submit the withdrawal address, and I had never used it before. And I don't want to move $1,000 worth of money and do it wrong and lose the $1,000 worth of money. So best practice is move a little bit of money that you don't care about, make sure it works, and then move your big amount of money. And I'll tell you what, it just makes you so much less prone to panic when you do it this way, because one time I forgot to do a test and my money disappeared because it takes a while for it to be written on the blockchain. And so there's this period of time between when you submit the withdrawal order and Kraken says the money is gone, and then the place that it's going to hasn't gotten it yet or hasn't received the blockchain confirmation yet, so they won't acknowledge that they have it. And you're like, oh my God, where did my money go? So rather than do that, I decided I was going to do a small withdrawal. You can see here the minimum withdrawal that they allow on Kraken is 0.01 Litecoin. That ended up being $1.56. I can totally afford $1.56 for my little experiment. So I submitted a withdrawal first of $1.56. It took out a fee of 0.002 Litecoin, so it actually arriving in Nexo was less than $1.56, but that's okay. And you can see here that I have the recent transactions. It actually showed the status of my withdrawal as it went through. So at first it was initiating, and then it was pending, and then it was verifying, and then it finally turned to success. As soon as it turned to success, I was hopping over to Nexo and checking every minute to see if it arrived there, and it took a while. I also received emails in my inbox from Kraken that the withdrawal had processed, and also from Nexo when the withdrawal finally arrived in Nexo. You can see here that I placed a second withdrawal request. Let's see, that's 15 minutes later. So it really didn't take a long time. It felt like a long time because I was sitting here checking things, and my son had to have his chemistry test supervised that he had to take, and it felt like a long time, but it really wasn't. So the 0.008 arrived successfully at my withdrawal address. The thing about a withdrawal address, the way it works is you go to the platform you want to get the money, and there's some place you look and there's a little address to copy. It's a string of numbers and letters, and you copy that address and you put it In the other platform, you put in one platform the to address, you put the other platform the from address, and then you verify that, and then you submit your request, and lo and behold, there it is. Once the $1.56 arrived in Nexo, I was really impatient because it said it arrived, but it wouldn't show up in my balance for another couple minutes. So the whole process, which I was videoing and talking about while I was doing it, took approximately an hour to swap the money from Ethereum to Litecoin, to set up the withdrawal address from Kraken to Nexo, to actually submit the first test withdrawal of $1.56, and then to submit the full amount and receive it. And then once I got the full amount in Nexo, I ended up swapping it out. Half of that I put in Ethereum, and then I put it in long-term interest rate because it earns 5%. One thing you should know about Nexo is it works better for international customers. It has much higher interest rates for international customers, and it has the bonus you can earn extra interest in their Nexo tokens, which you can't earn as a US customer, which all of that is bad enough. But now Nexo's having trouble working with these states, and the state regulators or whatever have said that they will not allow interest paid for US customers from those states who opened an account since August. There's a whole list. I think I wrote about it in the last blog post. It's like Washington and New York, New Jersey, a whole bunch of them. So definitely check the updated list on Nexo if you can find it. Maybe do a website search of their website and see if you can find it. Because my friend moved money to Nexo and was sitting there, and then this week she was like, why haven't I earned any interest on this? And it turned out that she's in New Jersey and she is ineligible to earn interest because she opened her account after the August cutoff date. So I can earn interest, but she can't, which I think is completely unfair, but there you go. Hopefully Nexo will figure out how to play nicely with the state regulators who are trying to limit it and be able to pay interest again, because it's really nice to earn interest like that. 4% interest is nothing to sneeze at, as long as you don't pay too much in gas fees trying to move your money there. So this is a screenshot I took of my 2 withdrawals that I made to Nexo. So here is the loyalty levels for Nexo. As you can see, if you have more Nexo tokens, you can get higher rates of interest, up to 5%. And then if you can earn the extra 2% as an international customer, it's even better. I can't actually get Nexo tokens without a lot of trouble, and I'm not an international customer, so that doesn't work for me. So the other thing about me and doing anything crypto related is I like to take lots of screenshots as records of what's going on. I know my screen is a mess. Here's a couple screenshots I took of the process. This is a screenshot of what price I switched the Ethereum to Litecoin for. I did this through my trading software, Bitsgap. You can see it's approximately 1,001 US dollars. And that was my goal, was to move 1,000 worth of Ethereum to Nexo. This is a screenshot of my big move after I'd confirmed the first one. And then when I got to Nexo, I went to the swap button, picked Litecoin as my pay with, and you can see I had to wait. I was very impatient, but it took approximately 15 minutes after it arrived for it to actually show up here that it was available. So here I am switching Litecoin, $500 worth of it, for Ethereum. And that was actually a really simple process. There's my receipt that I actually got my $500 worth of Ethereum. Now here's something really interesting. I couldn't switch from Litecoin directly to some of the other coins I wanted to purchase. So I switched it to Tether first. Tether is a stable coin, which is supposed to be pegged to the dollar. So I find it very interesting when Nexo says that they charge no commissions, that it says US dollars, $500 worth of Litecoin, and yet I'm only getting $496 for my Tether. Like, where did the other $5 go? And I'm betting there's a hidden commission fee somewhere in there, but I can't prove it. Anyways, I thought that was interesting. I did switch $500 into Tether, and then I bought Solano, Cardano, Binance token, Dogecoin just for fun, although it turns out Dogecoin doesn't receive any interest for US customers in Nexo, so now it's just sitting there. Oh well, it was only $50. And then Polkadot right now, they're running a promotion. Actually, I've seen this on a bunch of different platforms. They're running really high interest rates on Polkadot. Polkadot is one of these blockchains that's trying to get bigger, I think. And right now, Nexo is paying up to 17%. I can get 12%, and actually in fixed term for a month, I can get 13% on my Polkadot. So I put 150 into Polkadot. So now here is my total Nexo portfolio. Now I'll take just a second to talk about why I didn't just change it into Ethereum. So Ethereum is really cool, and I really love it, and I really do want to save Ethereum, but I have limited funds in crypto right now. And I was doing some research on my other trading software. And my other trading software, it's called Shrimpy, and it has a backtest button. And I took the 5 largest coins, not including Bitcoin or Ethereum or stable coins. So I ran this backtest on Shrimpy. If I had bought those 10 largest coins on November 1st of last year, so not even a full year ago, if I had put $5,000 into those coins and I had held them the entire time, I would now be sitting on $331,250.45, which is just unbelievable to me that cryptocurrency investing is exploding so quickly. And of course, there is no way to know if this is going to keep going. It could be that we're in a hype bubble and it's going to pop, and all of these coins that are so expensive right now compared to where they were last year are going to drop back to the levels they were last year. I mean, who knows? But it is also possible that we are still early in this game, because I'm hearing more and more about cryptocurrency, which means more and more people become aware of it. And when more and more people become aware of it and get involved in it, then they buy into it. That means that whatever I have is going to go up in value as the price increases, as more people get interested. And so this could happen again. So I realized I don't want to be limiting myself to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I want to cover my bases and give myself an opportunity to possibly benefit from a hell of a lot more explosive growth than just Bitcoin and Ethereum. I mean, Bitcoin, if you had bought it in May, you would be sitting on 0 gains. I actually ran this Shrimpy backtest on each month. So January, February 1st, March 1st, April 1st. So if you had bought in April or May, when Bitcoin peaked around 60,000, you would be sitting on basically 0 gains if you had invested in Bitcoin. If you had invested in July, when Bitcoin was down, you would have, 10,000 or 20,000 gains if you had bought a full Bitcoin. So it's really hard to know what is going to happen. Oh yeah, so I wanted to show you. One of the backtests was evenly split among the 10 coins, so 10% in each coin. And the other split test was weighted by market cap. So the bigger coins actually were worth more in the backtested portfolio. And that one said there was a return of $378,545. That's starting with $5,000 in less than a year. So this is why I decided to just have a little bit of each of them. And $100 isn't a lot. I know that. But if 5,000 could turn into 338,000, $100 could turn into something if this trend continues. And it's what I've got right now. So here is what I'm doing. I already had the Bitcoin in there. I actually started with $500 of Bitcoin about a month ago, and it has gone up to $714.39. The thing about Nexo is you also can borrow against your balances. And you can't borrow against the balances if they're in long-term, not flex interest-bearing accounts, which I just put all of these into this morning. So now they're all locked up, and the credit line is like $13.94 because the Bitcoin interest that I'm earning is actually coming out into the credit line. But the rest of the Bitcoin is locked up for the rest of the month. And now the other ones are too. So I don't know if that is helpful to anyone. I just wanted to talk about some of my thoughts on what I'm doing with crypto and why I'm doing it, and why I'm splitting my money, why I want to move some of my earnings from my bots. I am running these automated trading bots that spit out money every day. I learned this technique from Dan Hollings, who created a course called The Plan. And those bots have been kicking out enough money that I now want to take the money that is kicked out and hodl it somewhere. So this is what I'm deciding to do. If you found it interesting, let me know. You can always contact us at jw@safercryptoinvesting.com. You can subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one and accompanying blog posts. I'm sure I'm going to write up some of these thoughts in a more coherent fashion on the blog. Hope you enjoyed and learned something, and I'll talk to you again another day. So this has been Jessica with Safer Crypto Investing. So glad you joined me for this highly entertaining video, and I will see you next time.